Hello crafty friends, welcome to another mixed media ideas video. This is the background we're going to be working with today. It's mixed media paper with some texture paste on it. To create this I took one of my dotty stencils and some Liquitex like modelling paste, and I used my cake icing smoother tool to push the paste through the stencil. I then removed the stencil and left the paste to dry, so that's where we are today. To add colour to this, I'm going to use Catherine Pooler dye inks and go direct to paper. Now I'm not going to drag my ink pad because these are foam and they're quite delicate, and dragging it across texture paste could tear it up a bit, so I'm just going to press them down gently. This is Minted, a green blue from the Party collection. This is Seafoam, a green blue from the Spa collection. It's a lot darker and more muted, not as bright. And this is Hot Tub, a green blue from the Spa collection. And now I'm going to spritz this with my white pearl shimmer spray. So this will add a bit of white pearl shimmeriness to it, and I can encourage the colours to spread out a bit by using a wet paintbrush. And while it's still wet, I'm going to spatter on some metallic watercolour in teal, because that'll work with these colours that are already there, and it'll add even more shimmer and shine. And now I'm going to leave that to dry on its own. Now this is ready to work on, I've had an idea. I want to cut out lots of white flowers and stick them on there. I've put some high-tack white glue on my mat. I'm going to pop my flowers in and then stick them on all over. I chose this flower die because the ends of the petals are really round, and that mimics the circles that are already there. I start off with the largest flowers and spread them out all over. Then I can fill in the gaps with the smaller flowers. I'm going to put the teeny tiny flowers to one side because I'll add them in a minute when I can see where I need them. Just pressing these down with a bit of non-stick paper. So I've got these dies, I'll stick them down, get them on nice and straight. So that hasn't cut through perfectly because there's so many layers there, what with the texture paste and the additional flowers. But I've got the pattern embossed on it, which is fine because what I want to do is cut the frilly bits off, and you'll see why in a minute. So I've also cut some white postage stamps, and I'm going to stick these innard bits onto the white postage stamps so they look like the pictures on stamps. And I can bring back the little flowers and add them on here where I think they need them. The ones that were there already have been slightly squashed by the die cutting process, but that's okay. Got a bit of variation, which is always good. So I've got 3 card blanks, a 4x6, a 5x7 and a 6x6 square one. I'm going to put the smaller rectangle on the 4x6 card. Use my T-square ruler just to make sure it's straight. And I'll pop that roughly in the middle. Right, and the larger postage stamp is going to go in the middle of the 5x7. So I think for this one, I'm actually going to mount this on a larger white postage stamp. I think it just needs that extra bit around it, otherwise it will feel a bit lost on the card. To embellish my cards, I've cut some delicate seed heady type floral things out of gold cardstock. I've chosen gold because I think it will stand out nicely on the green. So this one is going to get this one. Press that down. So put that over to the left. Any glue on the foil I can carefully mop up with a damp baby wipe. The larger card is going to get 2 of these over to the left, one big and one small, and this one's going to get a small one. For sentiments, I've got some of my print and cut ones. This one says all the best, and they're going to tuck it underneath one of the little flower bits. I will put a bit of foam tape under there. This one says let's celebrate, and I'll nestle that in there. Proud of you, I think I'll put there, and I'll overlap the stalk on that one. As a finishing touch, I'm going to add some Nouveau glitter drops to the seed heady florally part. These will dry clear but stay dimensional, and they've got a little bit of gold glitter in, so it just adds extra interest to the flower part. And just dot it around, not covering everything. I don't think I need to dot anywhere else. There's plenty going on. So this one, again, slightly different design, so I'll pop some glitter in the middle there and a few bits on the ends of the flowery thing. There you go, 3 cards made from that one background. I probably could have squeezed another stamp out of that, but I'm happy with what I've done. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you some ideas. If it has, do let me know in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.